of them school. I have a good teacher, 2 good teachers, and a good principal. Please help the school.
Good afternoon. My name is Mike Worthy. I'm sure many of you all have seen me at these meetings. People, you got to think, how did we get here? And I'm amazing to see Hispanic community. My whole Hispanic grandkids is Virginia. And I got 3 grandkids here and 1 just graduated 3rd year at University of Davis. The political part of this is not your friend. You are the swing vote. Don't wind up like we wind up with nothing. You got to look at a grand jury investigation on what was the money invested in. Not the superintendent, it's your trustee. That's your problem. I've been active here since 1963. 4 daughters graduated. It's your trustee vote. You look at the trustee vote, they know nothing. It's a springboard to move on to the city council. That's all it is. It ain't about yours, baby. It's about their pocket. Just like Jeffrey Friday. His wife wanted that position over to be appointed. But she didn't use her husband's name, she used her maiden name. The audacity to reach that level of scum with no intent to help these babies. Where did 5,000 babies go? Community input. That's what we fight about CP6. It wasn't good. The older gentleman here with the bill, get with it. You need to go to court. You need to contact Java Scan in LA, which I got that email. I get that email from Java Scan. Java Scan made it so that poor folks who own houses here, that the city wouldn't tax you to death. Redevelopers. Nobody said that they're going to go to jail for taking that money, did they? That was taxpayer dollars for education. Nobody told you that Prop 30, Java Scan, them filed a bill against it. It was unconstitutional. They got to put frills around it. When the lottery come in, I know who allotted the lottery. To live in California City. Cultural Association. I told my gambling man is in 2 places. He's broke or in jail. What is the lottery doing for you all? You're going to have to come to neighborhoods, put the neighborhood together, not to do the city council. So people here. You got people here, people that can help you. This lady here, it's not the administration people. You have great people down there. I went through superintendents after superintendents. It wasn't the superintendent. It were the bold making bad decisions. Parents, you can go and change that. File the suit of an injunction now until it's further studied of where that money went. The maintenance here, I'm an expert in maintenance. 44 years in business here. You didn't have to go to nothing. We could take a couple of grandfathers in this neighborhood and young kids to keep the school clean for a little or nothing. You don't have to have a $60,000 loan system because you set the hours up that somebody here with a dog 24/7. Don't send your kids to volunteer people. Dumb people. And I'll elaborate further on that because I worked with Dr. Henderson to set that school up. I know the problem that it will have and still have. Don't put your babies on a bus. I'm an honorary bus driver with 16-week training in high school in South Carolina, plus 6 months grad school district. Don't put your babies on those buses. Especially if babies need special teaching. No. I got an autistic grandson. They pick him up in a special bus right here on 2nd Avenue. Every day he goes to school. He will never speak. But he's a sharp kid. Look at him. You'll never know. Where's that money? Where is that money put in here? Your mayor, where's your mayor here to raise funds? No, he out there running for the cane. The cane to the height. You need money here. The cane will never get, just $6 in the city. The city will never be a big time city because you don't have the corporate dollars. Redevelopers took it. Developers. North Tacoma. How did you get it? North Tacoma. Benvenuto. That's how they came together. People wake up, talk to people. I'll leave my number with you. I'll come. I'm busy as heck right now putting all the things together, but I will let you know what to ask. The question. You need business questions. You need investment questions to ask. You need legality questions to ask. You don't have the time to do it. You need to put it together just as a community. And then go out and put it on the table. Thanks a lot.
Hello, my name is Kalia Stevens, and I graduated here recently. I wanted to say I love Fruit Ridge so much that it would hurt me and my family to see the school close. It would hurt mostly everybody here to see the school close, how I rise from being an achievement level far below basic to now graduating at an advanced level, have all my K classes, and now transferring to Sutter. And my brother going from a far below basic level to being the best reader in his class. I thank Fruit Ridge a lot for helping my family rise and achieve when we were down low. That's what Fruit Ridge means to me. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Angel Lou, sixth grader in Mrs. Wardy's class. I wanted to say not to close down our school. Our efforts and memories are put in this school. So if you just trash it down, what are we gonna have? If we grow up older, we have kids, so we can put in this school. It's not right to, just close it down. We have our voices here. Every single one of these people are against it. So I hope you consider deciding in closing down our school. Thank you.
My name is Grace Trujillo. I'm a parent. My children are not being affected by the closure, but in the long run, every child is going to be impacted. You know, for the past 5-7 years, I resigned my job so I could take care of my son with special needs and give him the adequate services along with my other son. In the process, I wanted to know the system, how the system works. Doing the academics, what I did notice is that the money's coming from the capital and it's getting distributed to the school. So please, like they were saying, go to the capital and voice your opinion, voice your concerns, voice what's going on, okay? Another little loophole, by the way, I have an accounting degree. And once you have an accounting degree, accountants make rich people richer by finding loopholes. Like, I think I found a loophole for you guys. You know, one of the key loopholes is, remember you've got a total of 7 board members that are representing you, okay? Diana, Christina, and Gustavo are for not closing the schools. Jeff and Patrick and Daryl and Jay are. But remember, they're there to represent you. If you get a 10% vote signature that's not representing your area, you could recall them. So you guys figure out who's representing you, because it really hurts me to see so many kids being impacted and hearing people's stories and how it's going to affect them in the future. Remember, kids are our future. You know, I came from a small high school. I think there was only 8 Mexicans there. And I remember my teacher telling me, you're going to be barefoot and pregnant by the time you're 18. Guess what? All of us graduated. We all have really good degrees. We have accounting, engineers, attorneys. But you know what? I never forgot my roots. I go back and help those people that need it. Because guess what? We're the future. Remember, the Hispanic vote was a swing vote. Take advantage of that. Vote. Get involved. Get signatures. Like I said, I already gave you the loophole. Now you guys do the number and do the work. And work with your board members, because they're there for you, and work together. Okay? And that's the way I look at it. You work together with everybody. So please call your legislator and also talk to your board members tomorrow is a very important meeting, so please go to it, you know, and talk to your board members, because remember, they're the ones that are working with you, and tell them, these are my concerns. Maybe there's other options, like maybe reducing the school days by 2 days or something, instead of closing it, because you're looking at $2.5 million. You just work the number beside it. Okay? Thank you.
Me again. I just wanted to say, when I came to this school 1 year ago, as a preschool teacher, I was very nervous because my son told me I needed to take a gum. I was very afraid until I met Sylvia, until I met Veronica, until I met Maria, until I met Orly, until I met all of the parents, Linda, in the preschool. They showed me what family is really like. They hang together, they get things done. This is a community. They know what's best for their kids. The school board doesn't. They may know numbers, but they don't know. We know what's best for the kids. I don't live in this area, but I talk to the parents. I get to know them a little. I know what's going on in their minds. You don't. The school board doesn't. The politicians don't. Nobody does. Only we do. You can tell tonight who is part of the community and who is not. It's by the classy clothes they're wearing. And the fancy shoes they have on that don't have scrapes from walking to school. Talk to them. Tell them how you feel. The other thing that I wanted to say was that I wouldn't want my preschool kids to be put on the bus, to be taken over there, and then be told next year, you can't have busing anymore. Preschool kids don't get busing, but the kindergartners do. And that's what will happen.
Good evening, my name is Dana Grimes, and I'm a third grade teacher at Fruit Ridge. I've taught at Fruit Ridge for 14 years, my entire career. Completely saddens me that this is happening. I'm really disheartened by the district in when they present a PowerPoint presentation to you saying that they're going to work out the safety issues. It seems to me that the logical, common sense, and we use life skills here at Fruit Ridge, way to approach this would be to get the safety issues figured out first. Then come to the community and tell them the plan. So that's my soapbox, but I have 3 very specific questions for the district. Number 1. Fruit Ridge got out of program improvement because we have a rich culture here of after-school tutoring. Children love it. They don't have enough time in their regular day, and almost all of them sign up. They don't all get in, but they just love it, and they ask, when is my turn? My question is, when we went to Bear Flag, that tutoring transportation was not provided to them. And they need this tutoring. So my question is, parents and the district, we need to make sure that those kids that get tutoring through state and federal programs have the opportunity to have that tutoring and get transportation back to their community. That's one. The second question that I have is that our parents in this community rely on START. START goes from after school until 6 o'clock. And many of those parents and families don't pick their kids up in a car. We have what's known as the walkers. The walkers go home before dark because no one can pick them up. So what's going to happen when they're in another school and they can't walk home, or it's very close to dark and they're expected to walk home? What kind of program is going to be provided for Fruit Ridge kids after school to support them and their families? My third question has to do with something that nobody has even mentioned tonight. And that is what every single teacher sees when we have a new enrollment that has the address 4516 Parker Avenue. Now, those of you that live in this community know exactly what I'm talking about. Those of you that don't live in this community don't know what I'm talking about. And maybe you should do your research. But what that has to do with is our homeless families. And we are taking a very unstable, the most unstable population of students, and we are moving them in two different directions. And that is, number one, not fair. It's very unjust. It should not even, the board should not even consider that. And we should, if this does go through, should have something in place where you are working with that shelter, providing them extra support in any way you can. Because as I've taught here for 14 years, I've taught hundreds of homeless kids, and they need and are just as important as any other student at a priority school or otherwise. So we need a... And my last point is, the problem that's going to be happening with this whole thing is our Fruit Ridge kids are going to go to these two different schools. And then there's going to be already an established population at these two schools. What is it that's going to make these two communities come together? And our kids that go to these schools are not going to feel like outsiders. What's going to happen when they can't go to the events in the evening because their parents can't take them? What's going to happen when there's after-school sports and they don't have the transportation or the means to get back to their community? These are the questions I think that the parents need to be really upset about. Because you're going to create two classes within these schools, the haves and the have-nots. And guess what? Fruit Ridge is going to be the have-nots. So everybody should definitely call that number and say, what are the answers to these questions? So I agree with everybody. I'm very proud of everybody for coming out. And it's not over until it's over. We need to all show up tomorrow night, and we need to make a presence. So thanks.
My name is Henry Hernandez, and I'm a 5th grader in Fruit Ridge Elementary School. I am writing this letter because I am making a request because I don't want you to close our school. Fruit Ridge Elementary is my school. I don't want this school to close down. All the things I've done, my school is unique since I go to stream. We got garden in kindergarten through 6th grade. I read books. We got a librarian in the library that helps us with our learning. We got math departments. Fruit Ridge Elementary students not be dismissed from coming here when I want to learn here. I like this school. We got a basketball field. We got a computer lab. Fruit Ridge is a historical building that is 100 years old. We got a neighborhood school from kindergarten to 6th grade. We got a historical oak tree that was unbelievable. What if me and my cousin get separated and something happens to her? Henry Hernandez.
Hello, my name is Rita. My kids used to come to school here, and now my grandkids come here, and for y'all to take the school away, it's not right. There's a saying that always people say, you know, look at your kids when they grow up. That's because the kids are the way they are. Well, now you need to think about what you're doing to the kids. You're going to make the kids be what they are. Because right now, all the kids are doing real good. Take the school from them, then you're taking everything from them. Then we could say, what did you do to the kids? See how the kids turned out? that would be y'all's fault, not the parents' fault, because the parents need the kids here in school. It's the closest place for them. It's how they get to school. When it's raining, you know, they come to school here and it's easier. How do you figure that they're gonna go to school that far in the rain? How are you gonna transport for them? Parents can't get on there. Parents ain't gonna let the kids go in school buses. I wouldn't. And I've got 10 grandkids. So none of my grandkids would be able to go on the bus. I wouldn't allow it at all. Y'all need to realize what y'all are doing to these kids. Quit thinking about yourselves and think about the kids. The kids are first before y'all, or before the money. It's the kids. Thank you.
Guys, my name is Oliver. Even though I have spoken, I want to speak again. There are yard duties that come here to keep us safe. And one of the yard duties gives us toys. We have a school nurse that stays here for events and helps with the garden. Our librarian also helps with the garden and also goes to school events later in the night. The other schools have main roads that have a lot of cars, and our school has less cars going through, so there will be less accidents. And thank you. My name is Marshall Sanchez, and I have schools, and I just wanted to say that I have two sisters. One's the first and one's the second. And I want to say, if this school shuts down and moves to different schools, what if me and one of my sisters went to Oak Ridge and my other went to Father Keith McKinney, and that my mom went out here to pick us up because we walked home because our house is not far away from here. And if one of us is going to follow Mr. Kennedy, that I'm going to pick her up because I don't know, and it might be far away from our house, and if we move, then it will be harder because I'm going to have to miss Fruitridge and my friends. And Fruitridge is the best school I've ever been to, and it helps me learn. I have been to basic, to proficient, to advanced because of my teacher, Ms. Gamboa. She teaches me a lot, and I'm learning division, times, and math, and she helps me practice my division, and I do not want to do much for y'all. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Joey Espinoza. I went here from kindergarten to 6th grade, and this school is a very good school for your kids to go to because it has everything here. It has a garden teacher that runs the library, Miss Davis. And I know Miss Davis comes here mainly for every event that we have here. She runs everything. I had a great tutor when I went here. She, in 6th grade, she helped me with all my stuff I needed to get done with. And it'd be really sad for us to see the school come get shut down for the kids that live nearby here, and for just everything for it's done for us and for all it did for me throughout my childhood. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Goldie Saba. I'm a family doctor, and I'm also an ex-parent. My daughter went here, and she now goes to Berkeley, and my son is a senior. I have to say that I'm so proud of everybody who's come today, and also especially the kids speaking up and standing up for what really should be an important thing that we should do in this community, which is to preserve our local schools. I just have a couple questions. I want to propose some ideas for the school district instead of closing. One would be to consider, one of the options would be bringing another charter school. We've had 2 charter schools. The school is ready. It would be very easy. That would be one option. Removing the portables, as Ms. Phelps mentioned. It really wasn't designed for the 1,000 schools you're talking about. And they're movable, very easy. That's why they were there. They were designed so that you could move them when the enrollment went down. Bring other schools here. And so with this option, I just want to say that I want to talk a little bit about the garden. I know a lot of people have already mentioned it, but I want to be more specific. And another option we heard from the District Advisory Committee last night. One of the staff members said all it would take to cut the $2 million or whatever out of the budget. They said they know how to do it. So I would ask the district to speak to whoever the staff member was that knows how to do it. It wouldn't be difficult. One of the options was, I think someone mentioned it, cutting 2 days out of the year. I think that would be very easy. All right, so let me get to the part that I know most about, which is the garden, and also about the health of this community and the health of our children in general. Fruitridge is just not another under-enrolled school. And I'm thinking all the staff who came up with this plan, who crunched the numbers, and I would like to ask all the board members who are going to make a decision to come and visit the school in the daytime and take a look at what we have developed here. Just last year, there was the district, they invited us, along with a few other schools that have school gardens, invited us to go and get together in a forum and tell the district how they can develop gardens throughout the rest of the school district. Now, does it make sense to take the largest school garden, and the only one that's kind of evolved so that it's pesticide-free, the only one that has a 35-plus mature orchard, and one that has over 17 raised beds. I don't want to go through all the stuff. You guys know what's in there. And it's an ecosystem. It's something that allows kids to come through and really love their school, along with all the other beautiful programs that we've mentioned. But it's one other aspect. It's really, instead of destroying it, what we need to be doing is modeling schools after this and the other ones that have gardens. That's what we need to be doing. We don't want to destroy, not a single part of the garden should be destroyed. That's the key, okay? And you can't take 10-year-old cherry tree, it's this big, the trunk. You can't move it. You can't take giant apricot trees. Every kid in the school, I believe, has tasted multiple apricots. And they say, what are these? Some of them didn't even know what they were. And now they love them. Okay? That's what we need to fight the obesity epidemic. That's what we need to fight the diabetes epidemic in this country. We need more of this kind of a thing. So if you destroy it, I'm not going to go and start another school, a school garden, because I'm going to feel like the district really doesn't care about the efforts that we put in. Thousands of hours. I'm talking about thousands of hours. And I want to do this for my kids because I believe this is the future. We are the history of this district in terms of being the oldest, but we're also the future because we've come up with amazing, progressive ideas that are going to help shape how schools should be in the future. The music program, developing the kids' brain. In the cafeteria, we're composting our garbage. We're feeding the kids whole grain brown rice. We've cut out chocolate milk. This is a progressive, amazing school, and it is not just one other school. All right, so I also talked about why we started it. I want to just say I started because I was treating so many people with diabetes, and the common thing with most people with diabetes, that a lot of times our diet is really poor. I was just tired of seeing it. I said, we have to do it another way, and that's why we started. That was one of the big reasons to help with the obesity epidemic. I'm not going to go through all the details, but I want to just tell you a few things. UC Davis has collaborated with us. The UC Davis Children's Garden Program, they have collaborated with us. And they have done research that shows kids who grow their own vegetables, they tend to eat them more. And kids who eat more vegetables, they're less likely to get sick and get overweight diabetes. Okay, so we need them. We need them. This school, do the other schools that we're going to? The one I heard that one of them has about the size of a small room, 8 by 10. Ours is a third of an acre. Okay, it's not going to be a replacement, and it would take years to develop it. So I mentioned the thousands of hours of volunteer time. It's the largest school garden in the district. Okay, the established orchestra program. My kids, we had to pay lots of money every week so that they could go and get a music teacher. It's free over here, along with the instruments. We should be modeling this all around the whole district. We have a collaboration with Sac State University Nursing Program. Does any other school have that? We have nurses that come here for free and teach nutrition education. What other school has an established free nutrition education program? All right, what else? Sorry, just a couple more things. We have the largest, we believe, the largest garden curriculum library. It has pretty much everything that's out there that teaches how to teach kids gardening, science, nutrition, everything you can imagine. We've gotten it through grants, and we have it here. Okay, that can be moved, yes, but not the trees, not all the work. Just two more things. We have a huge record of community collaboration. I'm just going to read off a few. I mentioned the UC Davis Children's Garden Program. Common Vision helped us. It's a statewide nonprofit that helped us plant some of the trees, and they come through and help us really learn and help other community members how to grow trees and fruit trees. We have the UC Davis Master Gardeners Program. Sutter Medical Foundation has donated money for the nutrition program. They mentioned the exercise structure, $40,000 that was donated with Sutter. Pesticide Watch has helped us. Organic Sacramento has attended. We've had lots of health fairs and health festivals. Seeds of Change Company. I just can go on and on. And the last thing I want to say is that we have helped other school gardens start. We have helped. Leonardo da Vinci has sent a letter. They came out to our school garden and visited. We gave them samples. We gave them trees. Starts. We gave them worms. We gave them our curriculum. We've done that with other schools. We've set up actual workshops to help this happen. This you can't really just start over. Okay, so thank you so much for listening.
Buenas noches, mi nombre es Felipe Romo, tengo dos hijos aquí, desde preescolar están asistiendo aquí a la escuela.
Hi, my name is Enrique. I have two kids here. Since preschool, they've been here since preschool.
Tengo una inquietud, quiero saber si en verdad están haciendo bien las cosas ustedes, porque no me hace sentido que hace 2 años gastaran tanto dinero para remodelar la escuela y ahora la quieran cerrar.
I am really worried. I have a question. I don't know if you're doing the right thing. I don't know if you're using the money correctly and using the money that you said you had for our school.
Hace 2 años remodelaron la escuela, no sé qué tanto dinero gastaron.
2 years ago, you had the money to remodel the school. I don't know how much did you spend.
Si lo cierran, todo ese dinero es como si lo tiraran a la basura. Entonces no creo que están haciendo bien las cosas con el dinero.
So if you close our school, it's like you throw away all that money. I don't think you're doing the right thing.
El programa de música de los niños no es solo un programa, es algo que a ellos les ayuda a desenvolverse y a poder obtener grados más altos gracias a la música.
Other thing, the music program that you have here, it's helping the kids to raise their score, to have better grades. If you close it, what are they going to do? They're not going to have good grades.
Porque tengo entendido que ninguna otra escuela tiene programas de música gratis. Yo trabajo a tiempo completo, mi esposa trabaja a tiempo completo y aún así no creo que tenga dinero para pagarles un programa de música para que se sigan desenvolviendo. Y no hay necesidad de pagar cuando aquí me lo ofrecen gratis.
I know this program is free, the music program. I work full-time, my wife works full-time. We do not have, and I know even we work full-time, we're not gonna have enough money to pay for for another program, music program besides the school. I know we have it free here, and what are we gonna do? We're not gonna have enough money to pay for an extra music program out of the school.
So, lo único que les pido es que busquen otras alternativas y busquen de dónde, si el problema es el dinero, presionen los políticos que solo buscan y prometen, traten de presionar a ustedes que están en esa posición, busquen la forma de conseguir el dinero de otra forma, no cerrando escuelas.
Now that you have the power to talk to the politics, I want you to put some pressure on them and make them understand that they cannot do this to our school.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Doug McPherson. I had 2 children that attended Fruit Ridge. I was also the president of the school site council at that time. I'm also married to Dr. Goley. That's the decision I ever made. And she stole a lot of my thunder, but I'll just mention a couple things. The boy over there with the violin, can you stand up? Can you stand up and hold your violin up? Yes, you. Can you hold your violin up? You won't see that at any other elementary school. I'm also currently the president of the board of directors of the Sacramento Youth Symphony. And you will not see that, but if you come to Fruit Ridge, you'll see 60 kids coming to school. You've seen a number of them tonight with those instruments. It's